But Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out. It's like if you had an idea for a premise and it was totally baked and half baked and you went on stage with it. And this is like low information, blue no matter who, like older housewives who are mad at the world. That's the appeal that Whoopi Goldberg has. Does Whoopi have children?
So you know who made a campaign stop on the Joe Rogan podcast Friday night. And with all the issues Americans are going to be voting on, you know where they started the interview? Take a look.
It was the episode of You when you were on The View.
You won't believe this. Joe Rogan just unleashed on Whoopi Goldberg during his show, and the internet is going wild. The comedian and podcaster tore into her latest string of bizarre hot takes, and let's just say, it was brutal. So what exactly did Whoopi say that pushed Rogan into full roast mode? And how's the world reacting to the takedown? Don't worry, we've got all the juicy details. Grab a seat, maybe some popcorn, and get ready. This one's going to be a wild ride.
They get so much hate watching and hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean, it is a rabies infested hen house.
and at the same time, it seemed like the most interesting part was their audience seemed to be on my side.
Yes. And
that's their audience.
Joe Rogan and Whoopi Goldberg have a rocky history, to put it mildly. Let's just say they're not exactly swapping Christmas cards. Rogan's had issues with Whoopi ever since she fully embraced the far-left, woke agenda, and he hasn't hesitated to call her out. Sure, Goldberg has tossed a few weak shots his way, but Rogan's scorching takedowns usually leave her staggering. And now? His latest rant might just be the knockout punch. The View's queen of hot takes is still scrambling for a halfway decent comeback. And honestly, can you blame Rogan?
What'd she say?
Whoopi Goldberg said that Biden could arrest all the Republicans and put them in jail. You just need to see how unhinged this kind of thinking is. Well, you know what Joe Biden could do? Joe Biden, you have to see it because it's so
on TV.
crazy.
She said
on television. Find that one, Jamie, because it's so.
Let's look at this scenario where the Supreme Court says, yes, he has all those rights. He is immune from everything. Yeah. You know what Joe Biden could do since he is presently president?
What?
Whoa. He could throw every Republican in jail.
Yeah.
I mean,
Claps.
he could. I mean, no. This is not a good thing because he had told him he could go. What this means is he could do anything.
That's not what it means at all.
Even Joe Rogan is calling her unhinged, because seriously, who actually thinks like this? The idea that if Trump gets presidential immunity, Biden would suddenly start rounding up Republicans and throwing them in jail without consequences? That's not just a bad take, it's pure delusion. But this is how the woke mob operates, fear-mongering, twisting reality, and pushing the most outrageous hypotheticals like they're cold hard facts. At this point, you have to wonder, do they even believe this stuff, or is spreading nonsense just their favorite pastime? Now watch as Joe Rogan and his guest dismantle Whoopi Goldberg piece by piece.
That means Joe Biden could just go crazy and arrest all the Republicans. Because that's what that means. No, that's not what that means. Even a little bit.
Yeah.
You just added a whole bunch of stuff to what that means.
I mean, in fairness, though, I mean, The View has to be, if you average out The View hosts, among the dumbest people on television. And so it's like they say the thing that people are thinking, but they say it very directly, so they expose whatever truth. But
I don't think some of them are dumb.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think Sunny Hostin.
You think it's deliberate?
I think she's ideologically driven, and they have blinders on, for sure. I don't think Sunny's dumb. But Whoopi is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out. It's like if you had an idea for a premise and it was totally baked, half baked, and you went on stage.
Rogan and his guest nailed it. And honestly, I've been shouting the same thing for ages. Whoopi Goldberg isn't exactly the sharpest tool in the View's shed, which says a lot given the so-called intellectuals she shares that table with. Forget the awards, the movies, the stand-up career. None of that changes the fact that her takes often sound like half-baked TikTok conspiracy theories. At this point, Whoopi's running on fumes, dry grass, and a completely empty tank, She's basically a walking wildfire warning. Yet somehow, she keeps tossing out wild hypotheticals like she's offering deep insight. Her hot takes aren't thought-provoking anymore, they're straight-up cause for concern. And the best part? Rogan wasn't done yet.
Is that representative of a big constituency? I think probably yes.
Well, a lot of
MSNBC
people,
viewers are probably also thinking,
I don't
we
even
gotta-
think the MSNBC viewers. I think
that's
they're a
too
little bit
far.
more sophisticated than that.
Yeah.
This is like low information, blue no matter who, like older housewives who are mad at the world. That's the appeal that Whoopi Goldberg has. Does Whoopi have children?
No idea.
It's interesting too, like really politically motivated older women who don't have children.
Joe Rogan makes a solid point here. For the record, yes, Whoopi Goldberg does have a daughter, Alex Martin, who's even appeared in a few of her films. But Alex keeps a low profile, and honestly, that's not the issue. What Rogan is really getting at is deeper. People without kids often don't have a personal stake in the future.